Hi everyone, I hope you're doing super well and welcome back to my jungle. We are going to talk about plants at night today because it's kind of creepy when you see in time-lapse form how they actually are. This is all happening, by the way, while you're sleeping, so let's get to it. I will tell you, I get exhausted after all the plant chores that I have done today, including potting up a bunch of plants. We're going to get to those in a moment, but I want to talk to you guys about sleep. And while we're sleeping, what our plants are doing because they're really active. This is a 12-hour time lapse I recorded overnight of my Alocasia Friday. The interesting thing is, most plants grow faster in the evening and at night than they do during the day. Research shows on circadian rhythms in plants, the nighttime growth spurts of plants is under control of the plant's biological clock. Take a look at some of the other time lapses I've recorded of my plants over the years. It's a mixture of cool but also kind of creepy, because I don't know, like when I'm sleeping, I don't really think that other things are moving around me, but here we are, all of these plants, which makes me think actually I should probably set up a time lapse to record all the plants in the living room at night. That'll be for a future episode. Haha. All right, so the reason why I'm tired is because, well, these plants, I'm tired of their nonsense. Well, they're tired of my nonsense too. But here's the thing. Earlier, I spent the day doing a lot of plant chores. In fact, one of the things that I really focused on was taking some of my plants, the same exact species, like my Syndapsis exotica, and combining a couple plants that I have of it together to turn them into one plant. I had a couple of them that were just kind of like small scragglers, so I decided to pot them up together to see how they would look. And I really like the way that things turned out. Now it's a big basket full of Syndapsis exotica, which is hands down one of my favorite plants. I just love those big leaves that have those splashes of silver that are so prominent. Not only that Syndapsis, but the Syndapsis trubii, the moonlight trubii as well. I have so many of those plants, mostly from cuttings that had grown into larger plants. So I did the same exact thing that I did with the Syndapsis exotica, is that I really just took them all together, including some that I had water propagating, some cuttings that I had propagating for over a month now, but they grew really nice roots, and I decided to put them in together to combine them into one giant basket. And this is said basket, and I really like the way it looks. I put them in a giant terracotta pot, which is not my favorite, though it is the best for plants because, it dries out quickly, so it's not like the soil is going to stay in there, which would cause root rot, of course. But I decided to cover it up by putting it inside this nice little basket that I got over at Ross, I think for like $8 in downtown Denver. So yeah, if you look around at some places like that, like a Ross or a Home Goods, you'll find some really cheap, great ways and different baskets and stuff to really kind of just, cover up things that you really don't want to see. I mean, that's the story of my urban jungle here. Because when you look around at pretty much everything, I mean, the crates, all of these little wicker things, and just little baskets and so forth, all of that is just stuff that I found on clearance or at places like a Ross or a Home Goods type of store, or at like a thrift store, for instance. Here in Denver, we have Arc Thrift Shop, and you can find so many cool things that just look so great that'll enhance your visuals and your aesthetics of your plants. Like, for instance, this here with my philodendron linii. I like to pot them up, and a lot of my plants are potted up in just plastic pots. But, I end up just taking them and putting them in containers that'll cover them up. And I got this for like, I think $3 or $5 at like a Home Goods. And the nice thing is that you can take those and you can switch out plants into different ones. And switch up the look. So it makes it so much easier. And I just really personally like the way that they look, especially with like a wicker or crates. It just kind of adds that vibe of an urban jungle type setting. But hey, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into another one of my videos. If you haven't already, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button so you can see more fun and interesting planty content just like this. Now to go to bed and, try not to dream about plants moving around. I'll see you guys in the next video.